a touchdown. Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 8. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, A.J. Boye with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
The 3rd down.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
54, right there. 54.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
That's taken it around the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel, 50 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
54.
From the 27, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Right there, 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, right 54. Right 54. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of points, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, they can't stop it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
complete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Anderson. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Anderson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Anderson now. Back to the air on second down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it'll bring up third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Off play action. Anderson. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. Second and long. On play action, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Michel. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Anderson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say something.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Patriots 7.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards.
First down.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correct.
And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
43-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Anderson, off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw is Anderson. Throwing on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Now Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Looking to throw. Anderson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Sanders has the first down and much more as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 77 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Following the touchdown, Will Wasser handles the kickoff duties. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But
this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Off the play fake, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Patriots.
Off play action, Anderson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
New England.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
He was brought down by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 47-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Wentz to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
At the 32-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run with Sanders. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
31. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9. Today's final score, Eagles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.